All right, guys, just wanted to do another video for you guys. In this video, we're going to introduce MetaFi Yielders, which is another platform. It hasn't really been out for too long. It's been out for about a month. Been looking at it for a couple of days. A few people have sent this over to me, and I feel comfortable enough to make a deposit into it. So we'll talk about the details. Of course, it goes without saying, everything I talk about on my channels for entertainment purposes only. Definitely not giving you any type of financial advice. I'm just documenting my journey. If you do decide to get into this, only put in risk capital, guys. Okay, funds you can afford to lose, because this is the wild, wild west, guys. In crypto, anything can happen and things can go sideways pretty fast. So again, risk capital only. Also, follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit subscribe, hit the little bell icon, all that good stuff. So that's out of the way. Let's go into the details. This particular platform, guys, again, I would categorize this as high risk. You can earn up to 3.3% a day. If you deposit $2,500 or more, you're going to get 3.3% per day. If you deposit less than 2,500, you're going to get 1% a day, and you'll get that for 30 business days, which is approximately about 42 days. So you'll get paid Monday through Friday, your passive earnings. Again, that's 30 business days, not counting the weekends. It comes out to about 42 days. Once that cycle is over, that 30 business days is over, you do get your initial capital back. Okay. Now, again, we'll see what happens. These platforms kind of run until they don't. For me, getting 3.3% a day, the way I look at it is, can it run for 30 business days or 42 days, right? If you count the weekends, 42 days. If it runs for 42 days, I'll at least get my capital back, and I'll have 3.3% earnings that I'll make. So I'm going to show you that in the calculator here. You can see here it's pretty slick. Again, it is centralized. I want to be very clear about that. It is centralized. It's not a decentralized platform. But as we've seen with some of these quote unquote decentralized contracts, there's been exploits, rug pulls, rogue devs, malicious devs, all sorts of things, right? Hacks. So, it doesn't make it risk-free when you're getting into a decentralized contract. So again, when you look at this, some people will say, oh man, it's centralized, it's too risky. It doesn't make it any more less. It's not less or more risky than a decentralized contract, because as we've seen in the last couple of days, or as you've seen, if you've been in the space for any amount of time, everything is risk, right? So for me, I weigh out risk and reward. 3.3% a day. All I needed to do is to run for 30 business days or 42 days. Once that happens, I'll get my initial back, and I'll have a ton of profit to boot. So let's take a quick look at this, guys. This is the front end of the site. I'll show you the back office. I haven't even made a deposit yet. I'll do that on this video. Let me see here. If I scroll down, right? So this is the CEO, by the way. He's the CEO and the I guess the founder. He's pretty I don't want to say transparent. When I say transparent, it's not like I know him or anything like that. But he is on a lot of Zooms. Like if you go to this is their YouTube page, right? He did a Facebook Live. He is on Facebook. He's also on Telegram. I just messaged him on Telegram to ask him if KYC was required for this. He did message me back within a couple of minutes. Again, I think he's in Australia, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know what the time difference is. So I'm just letting you know, when I messaged him this morning, he got back to me pretty quick, like in a couple of minutes, depending on what time you message him. You might be sleeping or whatever, but he does, as you can see, he does a lot of Zooms, right? So he is out. He does Facebook Lives. He is on Facebook as well. Here's a little video, right, introducing the platform. Again, this was about a month ago. So yeah, the platform hasn't been really out for too long. So again, that could be good, that could be bad, right? Sometimes, you want to get into these things day one, which I understand. I'm like that too. But sometimes you want to kind of wait and see, right? Is there a rug pull? Is there something that's going to happen? Sometimes it pays to kind of wait a little bit and see what happens. So we'll see. We'll see. In any case, I want to get down to the calculator. Here it is. So there's a calculator right here. So I'm going to do a $15,000 deposit. Once I do that, I'll kind of see and weigh out if I want to scale up from there. But if I put 15,000, let's say I put in BTC, right, for whatever, simplicity's sake, at the end of the 30 business days, is this the end of the 30 business days? I'll be able to pull my $15,000, my initial back, and I would have made 29,355. Is that right? That sounds pretty crazy. That can't be right. That's weird. That can't be right. Let me see. Do 15,000 times 3.3%, 495 a day times 30 business days. Oh, I see. Okay. So it's that's including. I think that's including my initial capital. So I'll get my 15,000 back, and this is what I would have made in profit. So basically, again, what is that? Double, almost double, right? Double my initial, right? So essentially 100% in 30 business days, or 42 days if you count the weekends. Not too bad. I knew I was off there. But anyway, that's not too bad. There is an affiliate side to this. Let me show you this. I'm kind of jumping back and forth. Here's the back office, guys. We'll do a deposit here. Here you can see the last deposit right in the system, the last withdrawal. So it does show you that. You can see here, this is a brand. I just opened up this account a few minutes ago. But here you can see the transactions that are going on within the system. Who's depositing, what currency, who's withdrawing, right? Here's the withdrawals, what currency. You can create a deposit here. You can watch your transaction history. You can monitor your team. There's also security settings. You can set up your 2FA. So again, this is if you were around during the hype craze, right? The HYP craze. HYPs kind of have died down. But it looks like there might be somewhat of a resurgence. I've been watching a bunch of my friends online, that have been getting into these things over the last couple of weeks. There's a couple of them, I'm not going to name them, but they've been making a killing. Now, again, these things run until they don't. So, we'll see what happens here. If you do get in, only put in what you can afford to lose. Here's the little PowerPoint. So it's pretty straightforward. I'm not going to go ahead and read this whole thing to you. I will post this in my Telegram so you can review it for yourself. I just want to scroll down here and go to the plans. Okay. So here's the minimum is $100. Okay. Again, if you put in less than 2,500, you'll be in the yield farming basic, which is 1% a day. Capital is returned after 30 days. Here's the payment days, Monday through Friday. It doesn't pay on the weekends. Payment cycle is 42 days. That's the 30 business days, right? If you put in more than 2,500, you'll get 3.3% a day for 30 days, right? 30 business days. And again, your capital is returned after the investment cycle, right? The deposit cycle of 42 days. Again, that's a minimum of 2,500. Here's their, again, I just got this from their Telegram. They do have a certificate of registration. They also have an insurance certificate here. Again, I want to be very clear, this does not make it any less risky, but, they are taking the time to make this, nice and pretty, right? I don't know if this is legit or not, I'll be honest with you. But again, I just weigh out my risk and reward. Will it run for 30 business days? That's the gamble, right? That's the risk I'm taking. If it does, then, I would have doubled my money. If not, I'll be withdrawing daily until I can recoup and minimize my exposure to the risk, right? So pretty straightforward. So let's go ahead and make a deposit. Here you click on create deposit. And here you choose your plan. So I'm going to do 3.3% for 30 days. You can deposit via Perfect Money, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, Tether, ERC20, Tether, TRC20, or BNB. So pretty cool. I'm just gonna do Bitcoin. I should have done BNB, but I didn't know you could do BNB. See this, I'm new to this. I just opened this account. Had I known, I would have just done straight BNB. But what's the difference? Nothing really, except for the transaction fees might be less. But I'm already doing this video, so let's just do Bitcoin again. You can choose from any of these, okay? And I'm gonna do 15,000. So I already had put $15,000 worth of Bitcoin into a wallet for me to do this video. Again, had I known, I probably would have just done BNB straight away because I'm holding a ton of BNB. But not that I'm not holding a ton of Bitcoin, but for the sake of this video, I just threw it into my Exodus wallet, put and take wallet just do a demo on how to do this. So 15,000. Says after clicking on the Invest Now button, an application will be generated for you, which must be paid within 2 hours. You will be directed to the payment aggregator, which I think is Coin Payment. We'll see here in a second. And your deposit will be automatically created after 2 network confirmations. Okay, so let's click on this button right here. 3.3% for 30 business days. Capital return, yes. Capital withdraw. That means you can't withdraw it like until the end of the cycle, I believe. So here's my 0.384899994. That's this amount to this address. All right, so bear with me, guys. When I don't like doing transactions on video because I do take the time to double and triple check everything. Let me go ahead and send this over. Here. Let's see. Oh, what am I doing? Should be over here. Okay. And that address. So let me see. 128P. Just make sure I'm saying it's the right place. 128P. I always look at the first 2 digits and the last 2 digits. 2AP. Let's double check that one more time. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and send that. And that should be good to go. I think if you send Tether, it takes you to coin payments, if I'm not mistaken. The fact that I'm sending straight BTC, it goes, gave me this address straight away. I have seen a couple of other people, when they've done deposits, it takes them to like a coin payments page. They were never sending BTC, they were sending, I believe, Tether in their video. So depending on what currency you send, it might, the payment process might be slightly different. But yeah, we should see. Again, as you guys know, BTC does take a little bit longer. So I'll probably do another video later on showing you the deposit. That being said, it's pretty straightforward, pretty simple, guys. Again, you can see here that I think his name is Michael Daher, which is the founder and CEO. There are a lot of Zooms that you can check out on their YouTube page. They're like an hour long where he goes over all the details, what his plans are, what they're trying to do. He said, I've watched a couple of these things, and he said that he does want this to be a platform that runs for a couple of years. Again, this is crypto, guys, so I don't know if that's possible. Every now and then you'll have a unicorn that runs for a year. But again, for me, if this runs for 30 business days, I would have doubled my initial deposit. And then I can decide if I'm going to go in for another cycle or not. That's the whole gamble. Is will it run for 30 business days? It's already run for 30 days because it's a month anniversary. Will it run for another 30 business days? That's what we're going to see. For me, the reward is worth the risk. I'm only putting in what I can afford to lose. So that being said, guys, I'll go ahead and let this run. It'll do its thing. And I believe it'll start paying out 24. Once you see your deposit in your dashboard, there it goes. So just waiting for 2 confirmations. Once the deposit is in your dashboard, 24 hours later is when you're going to see your first 3.3% payout. Again, it only pays Monday through Friday. So if you're going to do a deposit and like it's let's say it's Friday or on the weekend, you're not going to see it until Monday. So that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to introduce this to you. I will do a couple more videos updating you on my progress. If this is too risky for you, just wait on the sidelines and you can see what I do with it. If not, again, risk capital only. But again, I've seen a couple of people online, a couple people that I know, a couple people that have sent this over to me that have been just crushing it with this thing and have been doing well. So we'll see. Again, no guarantees. This is crypto, guys. Wild, wild west stuff here. But I'm out here trying to make some gains. All right, guys, I will catch you on the next video. Peace.